Hello everyone, today our group will analyze the case of Starbucks. There are 5 people in our group. This is our outline. Firstly, we will give some introduction about this company and talk about the field in 2000 and region in 2008. Finally, we will give some assessment of our shares and some recommendations. So the first part is introduction of Starbucks. Starbucks Corporation is an American coffee company which was born in 1971. Due to financial difficulties in the mid-1980s, the founder has to sell their store to Harvard Schultz. In the year 1986, Starbucks has only 6 stores. However, as of 2018, it has more than 28,000 stores located worldwide. So how did Starbucks create uniqueness? Starbucks' core competitive advantage is to create a unique customer experience. They offer music, comfortable sofa, and Wi-Fi service. In addition, there are more than 30 different foods and beverages on menu. It creates a third place between home and work, where people want to visit daily. Customers are paying for the unique ambience, not just for the cup of coffee. The consumer experience that Starbucks created is a valuable and real feeling. So why was this uniqueness so successful? That's because Starbucks fully considers stakeholders. Through maximize consumer desire to pay and maximize economic value creation, Starbucks gets customer loyalty and reputation. In addition, Starbucks has created a perfect balance of culture, which is fundamentally driven by their value in coffee and relationships.
Now I will talk about the field in 2000. The core competencies are the resources and strategic advantages of a business, including the combination of product knowledge that allows to be competitive in the marketplace. It allows differentiation of products and services from rivals, results in creating high value for the customer and offering products and services at lower cost. And the reason why did Starbucks lose its uniqueness and struggle in the middle 2000s? Firstly, from 2004 to 2008, Starbucks expands its business by rapidly increasing the number of stores, and it also expands to other retail items such as ice cream and desserts, deviating from its core business. Lose the special appeal and uniqueness of the products. Although the design of a new coffee machine increases the efficiency of the product, it reduces the interaction between the staff and the customer. Finally, the reduction in cost leads to a decline in product satisfaction.
The third part is about how Howard recreated Starbucks' uniqueness after 2008. Actually, he has taken a total of 7 strategic initiatives. The first one, he closed more than 7,000 stores to make staff relearn to make the perfect coffee, and then he rolled out new customer service rules to ensure that staff prepares 1 drink at one time, and then he readjusted store manager goals to value customer experience. The next one is increasing more non-coffee foods on the menu, such as the vegetables, pizza, and wine. After that, Starbucks also focused on finding new luxury to meet higher-end customers. The sixth one is that Starbucks was use new technology to communicate with the customer more effective. The last one is that Howard planned to open more cafes overseas, like China. So, why each initiative was successful? I will explain that by using the marketing serial of 10 PS. Firstly, staff relearn how to make the perfect coffee meet two factors, which are product and prioritizing, because for Starbucks, coffee is the most important product and prior to other all things. Secondly, the new customer service guidelines can improve the public relation of Starbucks. Thirdly, readjusting store manager skills can make Starbucks have a clear and more accurate positioning. Then, finding new luxury can conducive to the Starbucks subdivided market. After that, opening more cafes overseas means Starbucks can broaden the sales channels. And using new technology to communicate with customers can make Starbucks have a better understanding of market. The last one, introducing more non-coffee foods can provide more product choice to customers, and at the same time, it can make Starbucks segment different customer needs.
So, which level of leadership should Forward belong to in the 5-level leadership pyramid? First, what's the 5-level leadership pyramid? 5-level leadership is a concept developed by Jim Collins, a key idea that helps you to achieve greatness as a leader, and you can use it to move up to the top level of leadership. And what is the concept in every level? Level 1, highly capable individual. At this level, you can make high-quality contributions with your work. You possess useful levels of knowledge, and you have the talent and skills needed to do a good job. Level 2, contributing team member. You use your knowledge and skills to help your team succeed. You work effectively, productively, and successfully with other people in your group. Level 3, competent manager. At this level, you can organize a group effectively to achieve specific goals and objectives. Level 4, effective leader. This is the category that most top leaders fall into. Here, you are able to galvanize a department or organization to meet performance objectives and achieve a vision. Level 5, the executive. At level 5, you have all of the abilities needed for the other 4 levels. Plus, you have the unique balance of humility, and that's the required for true greatness. Being a leader at level 5 requires humility about these skills. When a leader moves from the bottom of the table, he or she will become proud of himself or herself. No one can doubt his or her decision, and he or she will lose the humility when asking for advice from others. However, Forward Schools faced up the mistake of his company and changed the business model of Starbucks at the time, which made Starbucks recover its original business intention from the commercial downturn. Therefore, Forward can be regarded as the leader of level 5.
So let's come to the final part about the recommendations. But for now, do you still feel sure that these are the collective advantages for the Starbucks? Indeed, in the atmosphere, Starbucks' efforts are really unimaginable. But at other levels, I think Starbucks is still to be discussed, or we can say that it's really far away from enough. So let's take a look at a short video first.
你好，给我来个中杯的拿铁。
您要的是这个吗？
这个中杯。
对不起，先生，这个是大杯，这个才是中杯。
你这不大中小3个杯子吗？我要这个中杯。
对不起，先生，这个是大杯，这个才是中杯。中杯大杯。
我不管你们怎么叫，我就要这3个杯子里的中杯。
对不起，先生，这个是大杯，这个才是中杯。
别这样，别这样我。
你好，
我要两杯摩卡。
After we have seen this video, we can see that the fact is that when Starbucks is training their employees, the requirements for the employees are not how to service the guests better, but instead they learn how to encourage consumers to buy more cars, more liters, or more cakes. This Chinese cup incident does not reflect the Starbucks service attitude, but the interest behind it is that they prefer to use these marketing technologies to confuse the consumers now. So, for example, each store in Starbucks has about 300 consumers per day. The successful recommended of upgrade caps is about 10%. So it means that about 30 guests will change their minds and upgrade their cups. According to the consumption of 3 yuan in the racing cup, the sales of the store can increase by 90 yuan a day. At present, there are more than 3,400 stores in Starbucks China. So this means that not only for the racing cups, Starbucks can increase its operating income by 110 million yuan a year. So the consumers go to Starbucks to meet their need for respect, as Starbucks is really such a brand can recognize their value. But Starbucks take advantage of the need for these consumers. The service has deteriorated, become more profitable than the service itself. This is not a unicorn service, not a really new marketing technology, but I think it's really full of the consumer. Then let's look at a new entrant in China, Luckin Coffee. Since its opened in 2018 from now, Luckin Coffee has sold 60 million cups of coffee in 9 months and reached a scale of 220 stores, surpassing the Costa for 400 and become the second largest coffee producer in China. At the beginning of Luckin Coffee inception, the Starbucks ignorances made them not pay attention to their new entrant, and even the company's top management asserts that the worst case for the Luckin Coffee is that it became the Northern Costa. But however, with enough capital operation, Luckin Coffee quickly became one of the biggest competitors that Starbucks could not ignore. From products to stores, Luckin Coffee is a simulation of Starbucks, but its greater incentives and new way of doing business help it quickly catch up with Starbucks. At this rate, it is expected that in 2020, Starbucks' leading position will be challenged by it. I believe that the above 2 points are worthy of Starbucks' deep reflection and improvement, and thus then will become the next profit point of their future. Now is a word that never lacks imitators, just like the Luckin Coffee. This is also the word that never lacks people failed for their despair of competitors, just like Nokia. So the challenges are also the opportunity for the future profit of Starbucks. I believe that Starbucks must maintain the constant innovation, the service attitudes which is truly consider the consumers, and also an object and accurate marketing analysis to ensure the leading position for themselves. So how we achieve this? We have got some recommendations for the Starbucks management. First, that the innovation delivery service. In the case of ensuring the quality of coffee, I think the Starbucks can also create an out-brand service to increase the sales. Because we know that for now, that's not everyone is willing to go to the store to buy the coffee. Second is about an excellent consumer service first. I think there are 2 reasons for the emergence of the Chinese cup incident. One is that the top-down strategy is not reflected in the terminal service, and the second is that the franchise stores itself is also carrying a lot of profit pressure. So to solve these problems, I think Starbucks need more feedback from the terminal stores, especially from their terminal employees and also the consumers. Then develop a soundless business strategy, not profit first, and Starbucks can give a certain reward to the stores which has really good consumer feedback. Only in this way, Starbucks can truly guarantee and motivate their employees to provide the quality consumer service at the institutional level. So the last is that objective and accurate analysis of the market is also very necessary. For example, for the Luckin Coffee as a new entrant, Starbucks should consider enough survey of it and conduct marketing analysis to determine the appropriate, reasonable, and strategy. So that's all for our presentation. And really thank you for your listening.